Hello, good day. I'm Dhanush from the Sophos support team. Today we will be looking at how to disable tamper protection manually through safe mode on a Windows device when the tamper password fails or you cannot access your central account to fetch the tamper password. We're going to be following the steps outlined in the KB 124377, which is available as a link in the bio of this video. The steps we're going to follow are: first, we're going to boot the machine in safe mode through msconfig. However, you may get into safe mode any way you like. The next step would be to disable few services, namely Sophos MCS agent and Sophos antivirus service. And the last step is to modify some registry keys, and the tamper protection should be disabled. So let's get started. To get into safe mode, you can either use the boot screen method for your particular device, or you can use msconfig to configure the boot options on the system. To use msconfig, open run shell by typing run in the search bar, then type msconfig and hit enter on your keyboard. Once it is opened, get into boot, check safe boot, and if you are remoted into the machine, make sure network is also checked so that you can maintain network access to the machine. Click on apply, OK, and restart. Once in safe mode, let's proceed to stop the services. In order to do that, open the run shell again and type services.msc. This will open up the services console and look for Sophos antivirus service. Right click properties and change the startup type to disabled. Apply and OK. Then look for Sophos MCS agent. Right click properties, startup type to disabled. Apply and OK. Once this is done, we will proceed with the next step, modifying the registry values. So you can open up the run shell again from the search bar, type regedit, and always make sure before you can edit any registry keys, it is a good practice to take a backup of the registry. So to do that, go to File, Export, and you can use any file name. I have used backup.reg already. I've already taken the backup of the registry, so I'm not going to do it again. It is best if you can take a backup of all the registry key. And once that is done, you can get into HK local machine, system, current control set, services, Sophos MCS agent registry key. Make sure the value of start is set to 4. And the other registry key is to check Sophos endpoint defense, tamper protection, config, and if you see the SAV enabled should be set to 0 and SED enabled should also be set to 0. Once this is done, go back to HK local machine and go to software, wow643 to node, Sophos, and look for SAV service and get into tamper protection and make sure the value of enabled is set to 0. Once this is done, if you have used msconfig to boot the machine in safe mode, revert the changes back to normal startup and restart. So to do that, open the run shell again, type msconfig, go to boot, uncheck safe mode, apply, OK, and restart. Tamper protection should now be disabled on your machine. Thank you for watching. If you have any further questions, check out KB 124377 available in the bio, or view and post questions at community.sophos.com.